but it's on the side of the road because the tire blew out. Most tire failures do not occur overnight. It's a slow, sometimes lethal process. And then it explodes. When a life loses its focus, you may not crash immediately, but the seeds that will cause your life to crash have been sown. And if those weeds are not uprooted, then you will suffer the consequences of that later. If your life is going to be focused, and there are a couple, 5 or 6 points I want to focus on that will help you to keep it focused. 1, learning how to forget. You have to learn how to forget. Some of us, we have had a disastrous year in terms of our academics. In terms of personal, in our personal life. Some of us may have had family problems for this year. There are certain things that you need to focus on and learn how to forget. Because if you keep looking back, you can't move forward. There's a reason why the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. You just stop and think about that. Imagine if your car, if the windshield was the size of the rearview mirror. For one, it would be an awkward looking car. There are things that occur that will demoralize you, or may have demoralized you. You cannot look back at that. You cannot unspill something that's already been spilled. You can clean up the spill, but you cannot unspill it. Second, you must be determined to remember. Remember the good things that brought you success. Cleave to them. No, I am not saying that we should forget about everything that has gone wrong. Because if we don't really know success until we understand failure. If everything is successful, wherein is a failure? You wouldn't know what is failure. So failure is not all bad. But what I'm saying is focusing on the failure is the bad thing. You must look at a failure and say, okay, what could I have done to not allow, what can I do in the future to not allow that outcome to occur again? That's what you must do. That's what I mean by learning to forget. Learn from what has occurred, and then focus on what you can do better so that that doesn't occur again. Someone once said, the one who refuses to learn from history will be forced to repeat his mistakes. Third, you must, if your life is going to be focused, learn to look to someone who has been influential in your life and thank them. You have not made it to this point all by your own self, without input from others. There has to be a parent at home, an aunt or uncle, a friend, a teacher. Somebody must have poured something into you to get you to this point. And if you do not stop and thank them and love those people for what they've done for you, your life will quickly lose focus. Fourth, more people fail in catastrophic proportions, not in the valleys of their struggle, but at the crests of their success. When you are in a struggle, that is a valley. that no one wants to be. When we are at the top or the crest of success, we tend to become complacent. Complacency always makes you move backward. One of my favorite auto companies, of course, is Honda. Believe it or not. Even I don't have a Honda, I may have one in the future. Okay. But if you look at Honda, every single, I can't say about all their models, but for the Accord, every single iteration of the Accord is better than the last. You think back. So the very first Accords, I mean, you can go look at them on the internet. The first Accords looked stupid. People laughed at it. Now, people want an Accord because it's all in one Accord. I know,
It's okay. I laughed.
Fifth, a quick way for you to lose focus in life is to become envious. Now, someone said that there's a difference in terms of how in Poland, how they think about prosperity, and how we think about prosperity here in the United States. In Poland, if one person had 100 sheep, let's just say, for argument's sake, another had 10, the Polish person may pray for, let that person lose 90 so we both can have 10. In the US, we say, let me gain 90 so we both can have 100. You see the difference? Mm-hmm. The envious one wants someone else to lose. When someone achieves something, you should be one of the first ones to go and congratulate them. Do not say, I wish that I was that. Be happy that that person has had a success that you can celebrate with them. That joy can be doubled, tripled, or quadrupled. Envy is like a poison to your soul. And the end of it is not pleasant at all. If your life is not going to lose its focus, in your youth, you must have commitment. In your middle years, you must have consistency. In your old age, you must have a consummation of everything you've worked on for your life. Be thankful in everything. The quickest way to lose everything is to be unthankful. The Bible speaks about unthankfulness in very scathing terms. My class will understand when, in Thanksgiving, and say, when we speak about unthankfulness, we speak about it in benign terms, something that can just be excised and gotten rid of. But when the Bible speaks about unthankfulness, it speaks about it in malignant terms. And if you understand cancer, malignancy is something that is deadly. You never want cancer to be malignant. Otherwise, you could go from fully well to dead in days, or weeks more so, depending on how aggressive it is. Thankfulness is like that. I can assure you, thankfulness will make you lose your life's focus. So as you go into the summer, for those who are seniors, as they leave to go into the world and realize how things really are, if you keep these things in mind, learning to forget, determined what to remember, committed to people who have been helpful to you, not resting on your laurels, and not being envious, your life will not lose its focus. And for those who are juniors, the same thing applies to you. And sophomores, because you're going to come along and you're going to get to the same position as the seniors are at some point in the future. So I hope these words were meaningful to you. I thank you very much for all that you've done for me. I thank you for giving me a hearing. I thank you for being so kind to sit so long and to listen to me. May your day be filled with peace and tranquility and joy, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
The longest clap. Got it all on tape.